Okay, so we're going to try and service this McCormick CX100 today. A quick service. It's been a bit sluggish, mostly because of the diesel filters, I would imagine, but worth changing the air filters and the oil filter as well. So main diesel filter, air filter or air filters, oil filter, and round the other side next to the lift pump is the line fuel filter, and that's the lift pump just down below it there. So whoever serviced this before, good job, and marked on the number of hours. 1800 I think it says there. Not sure what's on the diesel one. Anyway, let's have a look at how many hours we are at the moment. Well overdue a service, I think. Okay, we're on 3002 hours, so I think it's every 500 hours you service this, or meant to service it, so it's missed 2 or 3 services, possibly. Okay, let's start with the inline pre-pump filter and put something in there to catch any diesel that falls out. There's the new filter, part number. And the filter itself, got an arrow on there for direction, which just fit in there like that. It's not see-through like the existing one. You can see the existing one, normally you would see some nice yellow filter material. It's all pretty black in there, so it's probably pretty bad. Let's get it out. Looking that off a little bit. That's it. Back in there. There we go. It's in place. Okay, before we move on and do the main fuel pump, I'm going to prime this new one up with some diesel and mark it up with the number of hours. That way we're less likely to get air in the system. Okay, that's just filled it up with diesel. Marked up the hours on the side and the date. That diesel will hopefully help prime the system after we're finished, although I'm going to try and change this over as quickly as possible so that the least amount of air pumping out or leaking out. Okay, back over at the current filter, and moving a bit closer, there's meant to release this nut on the top here, and that's to allow us to pump the air out of the system when we're finished. I think I'm going to leave that on now until I've got the new one on, so that there's the least amount of chance of diesel flowing back out the pipework, and just try and quickly replace the filter with the new one. So let's see if we can get this off easy enough. That looks like I'm going to have to get the filter spanner. Okay, so couldn't find the filter removal tool, so I had to use the pipe grips on the bottom there, as you can see, but I have managed to get it to move a little. Hopefully it'll just come off now. I'll just put this straight into the bucket down the bottom. That's good, I can hear diesel moving, bubbling. Put that in there. Now go and get the new one. Back up. Okay, got it on tightened up and cleaned it up with some blue roll, and had to remark on the number of hours and the date as the diesel washed it off, even though it was a Sharpie I used, it didn't quite hold on. It's pump in place, it's pump model number. Now let's crack open the nut on the top. Get a bit closer. Should allow us to pump through a good bit of diesel until we're happy. Not getting any air left in the system. The only trouble here is that the lift pump's on the other side of the engine, so you can't actually watch it while you're pumping the diesel through. So it's a bit hard. Okay, so here we are on the other side of the engine. And now that I'm actually here and standing close into the side, I actually can see the top of that bolt on the top of the filter from this side of the engine. So just keep pumping, that's it. That's it, started to squirt out there. I'll give it a few more pumps just to make sure there's no air in there. Definitely still some air coming out. Don't know if you can if that can be seen from here. You should see. Yeah, see that gel diesel coming out. That's pretty much without air. Just pump it up again and go around and seal that off. Okay. Take that up. That's that tightened up. And, we can do the air filter. The air filter is just above here. I think it's a much easier job altogether.